Trade TV are here at the head offices of PetQuip in Braested. I'm joined by Director General Amanda Barrett. Amanda, thank you very much for your time today. Wonderful setting you have here in Braested. We want to find out a bit more about PetQuip. I understand that the organisation that it's part of has been around for 50 years or more.
Yes, that's true.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's behind all of that?
Yes, the Federation was set up in 1961. A group of manufacturers were exhibiting abroad and won some prize money and approached the government department that helped exports to see if they could fund some extra help and support for manufacturers. And out of that grew GardenX, which helps British garden manufacturers export worldwide.
And you took on the role of Director General of GardenX and that federation back in 1992.
Yes, there wasn't actually a Director General before me. There was a secretary who was a very loyal and very hard-working lady. But the organisation decided they needed someone to act as a figurehead and to really push forward a whole load of ideas that the board had. And they chose me.
Okay. What attracted you to the role then?
Well, I'd been in the industry in a way because I was a journalist working for the DIY and gardening sector, both in the consumer area and then also as a business journalist. And I became editor of a magazine that covered gardening and DIY. And I'd reached really the sort of the glass ceiling, I think, that existed at the time. And I was actually headhunted to take on the role.
Oh, okay.
It was quite a surprise to me when they asked me to interview. But as soon as I heard about the role to help British companies increase their business success, it just really appealed and I accepted.
Okay. And at that time there was no PetQuip?
No, there was no PetQuip. No, that actually came out of a series of things. Gardening companies had sought our advice and we'd help them. Some of them had pet product areas within them, and they asked whether we could do the same sort of thing for them. But also at the time, another organisation in the industry who had been taking smaller groups to Interzoo for various reasons hadn't been able to put in a bid. Right. And the chief executive approached me and asked whether I might be able to help with the gardening connections because we had a lot of experience of working with government on exports. So I approached them and only 4 months before Interzoo asked them whether they would be happy to transfer some of the funds from the gardening sector with our proviso that we would actually put a group together and try and represent the industry.
And how long ago was that?
That was about 7 years ago,
okay.
7 or 8 years ago.
Was that formally PetQuip at that time or was it part of GardenX?
Well, because we realised that a GardenX logo would look very odd at a pet exhibition, we came up with the logo PetQuip and came up with some supporting information because at every event that we work at internationally, we have an industry information stand. And what we wanted to do is to help those companies to exhibit effectively, sure, but also to represent the industry on their behalf. So we came up with the PetQuip logo, we launched at the time, and it was a real success. We managed to get, I think, around 18 companies within that 4-month period. And so we were asked whether we'd continue, and that's what we've done.
Okay. Did you have a team to help you at the time?
No, I didn't. No. I started from scratch. My very loyal secretary from my publishing days asked whether she could help me, and so she joined me as my first employee. And now we have 11 in the team.
Okay, so it's grown.
Yeah, it has a lot.
And are they all across all the sectors you work in, or some of them specialise?
Some of them specialise, and some of them are broad-based. They include people who have export experience practically in the industry, others who have market research experience, and others who have events administration expertise. So we try and cover every eventuality, and we all work as a team and we all pull together.
So that team is pulling together to a particular end, and with a particular focus on the PetQuip side of things.
Yes.
What is that end that you're trying to achieve for people?
Well, our aim really is to increase the success of our members, and we'll do that in any way we can, but we focus on trying to bring international buyers and our suppliers together in many different ways, and to try and put across to the industry that we are able to help and signpost and provide a wide range of services to them that our team really want to help them increase their business success, and that we can also provide opportunities for them internationally and in the UK.